Hello all, and welcome to another episode of Brawl for One and One for Brawl. Today we're asking the question, one of the greatest questions. Is golf a real sport? Well, I guess we'll just have to see and figure out at the end of this episode. Welcome to Brawl for One and One for Brawl. Thank you all for tuning in to this episode of Brawl for One and One for Brawl. Now I'm about to introduce to you our competitors. Our first competitor today is not Grant Lester. Well, to put it shortly, he is a golf expert. He knows so much about this event and many of the nuances to it. He's going to be arguing for golf being a sport. Next up, we have Mr. Majority. He is to put it in simple terms, he is a big guy. He's, quite strong, quite big. A lot of people support him. He'll be arguing against golf being a sport today. So it's going to be an exciting match. So let's get into it. All right. So for this starting round, can we please get Mr. Not Grant Lester to start us off? What's your opening point? Yeah, thank you, Theo. I just like to start out with a little definition I have here from the dictionary. This is the definition of what is considered a sport. It says an activity involving physical exertion and skill in which an individual or team competes against another or others for entertainment. So I just want to stress some of these points and how that is golf. First of all, it's for entertainment. Tons of people, millions, watch the PGA on TV. And yes, it is for entertainment, although maybe not for everyone. Many people do think it is for entertainment, so you just can't say that it's not, because many people do enjoy it. Also, physical exertion. Our practices, we do lift, and in the sport, we are getting out there and we are using our bodies to play this sport. So really, in every way, golf fits the definition of an actual sport. Wow, not Grant Lester. That was a pretty great point. So what's your rebuttal, Mr. Majority? Let me just stop you right there. Golf is not a sport because golf is stupid. I'm just gonna say that right out. What do? Go with a club, hit a ball? It's stupid. It's literally stupid. Like who thought of the idea of just going out and hitting a ball into a hole? Like, how can you call that a sport? Like, anything else, say anything else. Like, soccer, kick a ball, competitively into a goal. Track, I guess you're running. That's kind of hard. And anything else, I mean, it really is a sport, But golf, just no. Although that is a pretty popular argument, Mr. Majority, I don't think it's a very strong one. So, unfortunately, you're going to have 2 health taken away from you, while Mr. Not Grant Lester is still at full 3 apples health. Well, it's round 2 after a pretty rough start for you, Mr. Majority, but you're going to get to start us off on this second round, so good luck. Thank you very much, Theo. I do have to admit, yes, my my starting argument was pretty weak. But this one, I hope works a little bit better. I just want to say, sports, I think, you have to think about it, it has to be a balance between, for me, strength and skill, And sports like cross-country, on one hand, are almost all the way on the strength side, while sports like golf are all the way on the skill side, and I think most sports are really somewhere in the middle between skill and strength, and I think that's really what makes those core sports and those things that we really today consider sports, in spite of what may be really the dictionary definition in all of our minds. The actual definition, I think, is probably constituting a balance between strength and skill. Wow, I'd call that a comeback by any means. So, Mr. Not Grant Lester, what are you gonna say to that? Yeah, I've got a couple of things to say. Just one thing I think about, really some of the original sports, the Olympics in Greece, or maybe even bull jumping from cities in the Minoans. And I really think, you know, sports can be either from skill, all the way on that side, all the way over to 100% strength. And I think that's the way it's been from the start. The Olympics, were almost 100% strength sports in their most ancient form. And, bull jumping is really a skillful event. And I just think from their core, sports have always been somewhere on the extreme. And just saying that it can only be in the middle, I think, is an unfair argument. That's a very good point. So I think how the scoring is gonna have to work is, Mr. Majority, your argument was just very strong. I think that deducts two from Mr. Not Grant Lester, but at the same time, Mr. Not Grant Lester, your rebuttal was also very good. So that's one off from Mr. Majority, which gives the KO blow, and it's over. And I guess we've decided today that golf really is a sport. What do you think? Comment it below. Thanks for watching.